It is my pleasure now to introduce Randy Dorn, Superintendent of Public Instruction. As you heard from Sean, it was under Randy's leadership that JWG took root in our state. A lifelong resident of Washington, Randy has been an elementary and middle school teacher, a principal, and a legislator. For 9 years, he was Executive Director of the Public School Employees of Washington. He was elected Superintendent of Public Instruction in 2008. Getting more students to graduation is one of his highest priorities. He created the Dropout Collaborative Initiative, of which Jobs for Washington's Graduates is a key strategy. He currently serves on the National Jobs for America's Graduates Board of Directors. He's also a strong advocate for partnerships between schools and businesses to help students gain real-world skills they can apply to the job market or the classroom. Ladies and gentlemen, Randy Dorn.
Kids. And I want people to know is that when I was a high school principal quite a while ago, is that I had a small high school, and if a student missed more than 5 days, I was the one that called their parents. Said, where's your son or daughter? What are they doing? I want to be sure that everything's okay. And I think it helped, alleviate some of our dropout program in our school. And I want you to know if kids had problems in our school, lots of times they came to my office and talked to me about it. And I remember this one girl, I had a conversation with her about her issue and her problem, and I said, look, I'll help you out. And I did not see that individual after graduation for 25 years. I was invited back. I was 28 years old, and this is a true story, I'm not making this up. I was 28 years old when I was a high school principal at Eatonville High School. And 25 years later, I was asked to go to their reunion. And she came up to me, and I didn't remember her name. She goes, Mr. Dorn, do you remember me? And I go, yeah, I remember you. You're in my office your last semester of your senior year. And she goes, you remember what my issue was? And I go, I think you were pregnant. And she goes, that's right, I was pregnant. She goes, and this is my 25th class reunion, so my son is 24 years old. And I go, wow. She goes, I want you to meet my husband. I go, okay. So I met her husband. I want you to know that I got together with my husband 3 years after graduation. He's the father of my son. Oh, wow, that's really cool. And I was all excited for her. She goes, but you know why I want to talk to you? And I go, no, really, because I was your high school principal. She goes, no. Do you remember that when you called me into the office, you told me people are going to say some things that are going to be difficult for you to handle. But I want you to know, if you get mad, you get upset, you come in and talk to me, and if you graduate, I will hand you your diploma. The school board always gave out the diplomas and stuff, and I sat on the sideline. And I said, but I'll hand you your diploma. And she goes, the reason why I graduated is because you thought enough of me to take time to actually talk to me about my life, talk to me about the things I could do, and that doors would open with a high school diploma. Now I want you to know, I had not really thought about that young lady for probably 25 years after she graduated. But she came up to me, and I will put money that I never spent more than 60 minutes with that individual. At the most, her senior year, came into my office, talked to her for 5-6 minutes, went on, never saw her after graduation. That is what specialists do on a daily basis. By giving a little extra money for people to be in our high schools, that's the difference that they can do. And not only make that relationship difference, is that we track that to show that we're getting our jobs done and that we truly make a difference. But it does take a little extra for those kids because they have a few extra challenges in their life. And if we can eliminate some of those barriers, which I'm sure young people and the specialists will talk about, that how we systematically look at their barriers and systematically look at eliminating those barriers, that we get the job done. Public education can get better, but I'll tell you what, we're doing one heck of a job with the resources we have in this state, and it's a very solid system. So I appreciate the time that you've spent to come out here today, and I appreciate the specialists and all the people that made it happen, especially the students that have given us a chance to make that extra difference in your life. Thank you very much.